Hi everyone, welcome back to Abby the Star Wars Story. Today we're going to be talking about the Acolyte cancellation. I was surprised about it. Like, I was legit surprised about it, especially because it was like midnight here, and I was like, what? Because I really enjoyed the show. I was hoping for a second season, and I was surprised. I was like, what? Definitely was shocking, especially like it was surprising. I feel like the show was really good, but that's my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys thought of the show. And this was a question that got brought up on the live stream yesterday, so that's why I'm answering it right now with a full term video, is that it was quite surprising for me. I was not expecting that. It was like, oh wow, okay, that was fast. Especially because it hasn't even been like 3 months since the show aired. So I was like, whoa, that was fast for this to get canceled. I was honestly quite surprised, especially on the cliffhanger that they left us on, where with Osha and Chimere, how they were going to be training he was going to be training her in the dark side. Then to Plagueis, and we also got Yoda. So that was like, oh my word, it looks like it's lining up for a second season. And then just for it to turn out to be canceled, I was legit surprised. I was like, what? That was like really surprising, because this is a show that I really enjoyed. But as I said, that's my personal opinion. Let me know how you guys feel about this cancellation and what you thought of the show. If you watched it, of course. If you didn't, completely understand. Yeah, it was definitely like surprising to me. I was like, what? Okay. Because it was, again, like, super surprising. I was hoping for a second season, but I do understand that we are not going to be getting one, sadly. There's a lot to talk about with this. I think the biggest shocker to me was I loved how they brought so many things to life. It was mystery. It was you had favorite characters. Like, they made it like super fun. Like, it was funny, but it was also Star Wars. It was different. It was it was High Republic times. It was all this and a lot more, and super surprising and super fun to go. I personally would get home from work and watch it, and it was always something that got me super excited to be home, to get home and to go watch that. It was always like super exciting for me to get home and go watch it. And then like there were just like so many different things and aspects to this show that were so different compared to a lot of other Star Wars shows that we've seen. Now, am I saying that old Star Wars is bad? No, I love old Star Wars. I will always love old Star Wars. It's what got us hooked on that. But I was just like, it's a different perspective of Star Wars. I loved how they brought so many things to life, like stuns. They brought the stuns to life even, and I know that's a very little detail, but they did, and that was cool to me. We got so many different cool things, like training. It was different back then. Their ships were cooler. At least to me they were. We got to go to different planets. We got to see that Coruscant was different back then even. Like, it was all so much different compared to what we see in the older movies and shows. But I will forever love the old shows. They will always be in my heart, and they will always stay there. And they will always be something that I look back on and love. And now the Acolyte's gone, that will probably become a part of that. So I think my next binge is going to be watching the Acolyte and then watching episode 1 to, that. From High Republic to later in time. I will definitely probably be doing that. But yeah, I liked the different perspective. I liked seeing all the mystery, and I liked the aspect of the show. But of course, that's all my personal opinion. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about the show, about the cancellation. How surprised were you? Who was your favorite character in the show? Mine was Yord and Jecki, which I have said before. I made a whole video about them, but of course, let me know what you guys thought of the show, what you guys think of the cancellation, who was your favorite character, and if the show had continued, where would you want to go to? I know that it's not continuing, but if it was going to continue, I would hope that we'd pick up with Plagueis and all that. But I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and as always, please like, share, and subscribe, and as always, God bless. Bye, guys.